Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at the three main highway networks in Jamaica, see what parts are finished and what parts are under construction, and to see how all three tie into one another. Okay, so the most popular, the three are Highway 2000 that runs from Kingston to Mobay and Kingston to Ocho Rios. Then you have the Northern Coastal Highway that runs from Port Antonio to Negril on the north coast. And then you have the Southern Coastal Highway that's going to run from Negril to Mandeville. And also another section is going to run from Kingston to Port Antonio. So we're going to look at all three and see the progress made in each different legs, in each different section of these highways. Okay, so the most popular one is probably Highway 2000. And this is the only one of the three that's a toll road where you have to pay to use it. Now, Highway 2000 was initially to be one project. Kingston to Montego Bay, Kingston to Ocho Rios. But the cost of the project was so much that it was decided to break it up into pieces. So the piece from Kingston to Ocho Rios is finished, and in Ocho Rios, the Highway 2000 merges or meets or intersects the Northern Coastal Highway in Miami Bay. When you come off Highway 2000, there is a roundabout, and that's where you merge with the Northern Coastal Highway. Now, the Kingston to Maypen leg is up and running, it's finished. The Maypen to Mandeville leg is under construction, it should be finished early next year. And then the Mandeville to Montego Bay leg has not started yet. And there is another piece to Highway 2000, which is Kingston to Portmore, which is also completed. So this highway, they charge toll. A concession was given to a company, two different companies, and they would build a highway, and in return, they would collect toll from the highway to pay for the construction costs. And then at the end of the concession, the road goes to the Jamaican government. Okay, the second one now is a Northern Coastal Highway. And this highway runs from Port Antonio to Negril. This highway is completed. However, it's only 2 lanes. The government recently announced that they are going to be expanding the Northern Coastal Highway from 2 lanes to 4 lanes from Montego Bay to Ocho Rios. So the entire road from Port Antonio to Negril, it's open, it's finished, it's up and running, and it's 2 lanes. And the government announced that they are going to upgrade or extend the section from Montego Bay to Ocho Rios to 4 lanes. Okay, now the Southern Coastal Highway, the first section, which is from Kingston to Port Antonio, it's being constructed now, and it's going to be 4 lanes in some parts, 2 lanes in another. I should just point out Highway 2000 is 4 lanes, 2 lanes on either side. Okay, now the Southern Coastal Highway is going to be 4 lanes in some sections, 2 in others. From Kingston to Yallows Bridge is going to be 4 lanes, and then from Yallows Bridge to Port Antonio is going to be 2 lanes. And then they're going to build a road from, as part of the Southern Coastal Highway, from Negril to Mandeville. That road has not started yet, that project hasn't started yet, but that's what the entire project is supposed to look like. Now let's look at how all these highways are connected. As we said earlier, Kingston to Ocho Rios, at Miami Bay, the Highway 2000 merges with the Northern Coastal Highway. From Kingston to Montego Bay, the Highway 2000 will merge with the Northern Coastal Highway in Montego Bay, somewhere around Iron Shore. However, that path of the highway has not been finalized yet. And then Montego Bay has some road projects going on as well. The section from the Montego Bay Perimeter Road is going to be a toll road, and that's going to run from Iron Shore to Bogue, and that's going to be 4 lanes. And that might be where Highway 2000 merges in Montego Bay, but nothing has been finalized yet. And then the Southern Coastal Highway now, from Negril to Mandeville, has not started construction yet. So let's say you're driving from Kingston to Negril. You can take the Southern Coastal Highway, which will take you from Kingston to Portland, where you will merge onto the Northern Coastal Highway, and that will take you from Portland all the way back to Negril. And then from Negril you can get to Mandeville on the Southern Coastal Highway, and then from Mandeville to Kingston you travel on Highway 2000. So all the highways are going to be interconnected. They're going to run along the coast. That's the description we just gave. And you also have the highways that run across the island now, which is Kingston to Montego Bay, which would be Highway 2000. So you can connect with both major cities. You can get access to all the tourist sites. So Jamaica really has a lot of progress going on. And these highways, as you know, bring so much economic activity. It actually puts the areas back on the map. I mean, let's just take, for example, the Southern Coastal Highway. You have so many projects going on in St. Thomas now. Projects that would never be built, or I shouldn't say that, but projects that probably would not, probably would never have been done if it wasn't for the highway. You have so many housing schemes, large developments going on in St. Thomas. And then in Morant Bay, the government is undertaking a massive project, the Morant Bay Urban Center. And that project started with, I don't remember the exact square footage, but the demand for the space is so high that they had to extend the project. In other words, make it bigger so they could get more space to rent. And when they did that, the demand has even grown even more, because right now the project is overbooked because there's so much demand you have. On the north coast, you have so much developments. For example, Draxall. Draxall is probably the fastest growing community in Jamaica. And Draxall is right where Highway 2000 merges with the Northern Coastal Highway. It's probably a minute drive from there. Thousands of homes are being built there. Thousands of homes. You have supermarkets, you have plazas, you have KFC, Starbucks, Pizza Hut, you name it. They're either in Draxall now or they're under construction. And that's possible because you can get from Kingston to Montego Bay in 45 minutes. So literally, these places are no longer considered country because you can get to them so easily and so quickly. So the government, and when we say government, we don't necessarily mean the one that's currently in power, because these projects take years and they might have been started by one administration and continued by another. But the government definitely is doing a good job the road infrastructure in Jamaica, the highways. And I noticed the Ministry of Economic Growth, they seem to be the ones that are spearheading all these developments, road, highways, and the road structure. And the National Works Agency is in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation now. So I must say they're doing an excellent job. And